Good morning, everybody. Well, it is 8 o'clock and we're on the trail. And yeah, so 6 miles to Laurel Hostel on Laurel Rector Road. And could never get a hold of anybody. So I don't know, maybe that's a good sign, maybe that's a bad sign. Either way, we're going to go right to it. It's just a tenth of a mile, 2/10 of a mile off the trail. So worth going there. And hopefully they'll have space for us. And if they do, then we'll just do a Nero and call it 6 miles. Because, yeah, you can feel it getting a little chillier already. And if it's going to go down to mid to low 20s, yeah, we've done that. We've done teens, but it's been a while. And we've gotten rid of some of our gear that helps us sustain and maintain in that kind of weather. So again, if they're full, we'll just keep hiking on, and we'll probably go to next shelter and we'll make it through, but again, probably won't be all that comfortable and happy. We'll be just making it through. So anyways, we're off and hiking, so let's hike on. All right, we're about 2 miles in and it is getting dark out here. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and it's getting darker, not lighter. So we're going uphill, so forgive my shortness of breath. But yeah, either it's gonna rain or snow or some combination thereof, because there's a pretty thick layer of clouds up there that are holding out Mr. Sun. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we just shed the hoodie. It's starting to rain and sleet, rain and snow, I don't know, but it's some combination thereof. So we probably, or we could use the hoodie now, but we can't risk getting it wet, because if we can't find a place to stay tonight, we will definitely need that other layer tonight to stay warm. So we've got to keep that dry. So it's tucked away in the backpack, staying dry, just in case we need it. Hey, just stop real quick to talk. Last night when we were at camp, probably about 100 yards from us was a tent site where a tree about that size fell down right before dark. I was actually heard it cracked and I looked up and watched it come down, and it came down with a big boom. And so just reinforces when you're setting up your campsite, make sure you look around for those widow makers, those big branches or those trees that could fall down if the wind picks up and make a bad day for you or somebody else. So thankfully no one was hurt, but the tree that fell did land 20 feet from where a tent was. So again, just reinforces that message to inspect where you're going to set up your camp before you start setting it up. And as you can see, it's starting to snow, so we really need to hike on. All right, so we're over 3 miles and we're actually headed to the downhill part for the next 3 miles. We should generally be walking downhill, so that should put us there again somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock, so very early in the day. So hopefully because it's early, we luck out and get a room. So again, just need to keep hoping. We'll see. I'm thinking this is a great viewpoint on any other day but today. Today, it's just a reminder of how overcast it is. Well, even on a day that's posing some hardships, you got to stop for a second and just appreciate the beauty of that. Hey everybody, we made it to the Laurel Hostel, and 6 miles as we talked about, not very far, but considering the weather conditions and the pending weather conditions, I just figured this was a good stop. It's within 1/10 of a mile of the trail, and so we got in here. Fortunately, Tim, the owner, had room, and actually a private room. And so for $35, we get out of the cold, wet, and snow, and we get a private room, which isn't great. It's kind of primitive, but it's 4 walls, a ceiling, and a heater, which I think by the end of the day, I'd have probably given twice that much for. And so here it is. You see kind of the door. We got a rocking chair. We got a mattress and a box spring. And most importantly, we get this space heater that's warming up the room nicely right now. And so we're here, and actually we'll be here tonight, and we don't even have to check out till tomorrow till 11 o'clock. I don't think we'll be here that long. Really, the worst part of the weather is today and tonight. It's supposed to get down into the low 20s, and it's kind of raining, snowing on and off so far today, and it's supposed to be that way through the day, and then, like I said, eventually stopping, but then getting colder and colder. So good stop, because if we pass this by, there won't be another stop till Hot Springs, North Carolina, which is 36, 38 miles away. So that would be 2 days at best. So good stop for the money, good value for the money. We'll have a little extra time to, catch up on communicating with friends and family, rest up a little bit, and then we'll probably pack up around 8 or 9 tomorrow and hit the trail again. Like I said, tomorrow night's only supposed to be kind of low 30s, so we have been and we can manage that. So we'll hike on tomorrow, but I'm gonna do some of that catching up now, and then by the end of the day I'll get back to you. Look at that. Is that nice or what? A TV with a VCR/DVD combo. And I have been watching John Cusack in Say Anything. So you do not get that in every hostel. You got to go to the special ones. So yeah, here we are, end of the day, day 49 on the trail. And as you know, we went from Hogback Ridge Shelter to here, 6 miles. And then we've been hiding out from the cold. It's about 26, 27 degrees right now, and it's 7 o'clock. So I think a good decision coming here. Again, I think we could have made it. We've got enough warm gear to make it through those temperatures, but we would have been uncomfortable. So for 35 bucks it costs to get this room. We got a room, we got a shower, and even Tim, the guy that runs the place, ran me into town, and I got a pizza, Little Caesars pizza, very good, and did a little shopping for this and that. So he turned out to be like a really good guy. He is country, let me tell you. I'm in the backwoods of Tennessee, and we are in Countryville, but there are good people everywhere, to include here, and Tim is a really good guy that I enjoyed sharing a couple hours with today. So again, wise choice in coming here, and we will get some sleep now in a nice dry and warm room, and then we'll get up tomorrow. I think we'll hit the trail about 9 o'clock. Right now I'm kind of looking at going to a shelter that's 16 miles up the trail, and I think it'll be relatively easy to do that. I may even look at going beyond that once we get there, because Hot Springs is right about 37 miles from here. So I'd like to be there by Friday if we can, and so that'll set us up good for, you know, continuing on. So anyways, yeah, not the day we planned, but a day where we made the best of it. And so sometimes when you're through hiking, it just comes down to making the best of the day you're given, and I think that's what we did today. So hopefully you enjoyed the little time on the trail we got, and we'll look forward to tomorrow. Have a good night.